and internet-connected smart technologies. As parliamentarians, it is our duty and our responsibility to serve the interest of Canadians and uphold the rights and freedoms of all Canadians. This bill is an attack on freedom of choice and freedom of expression of all Canadians online. We must not allow this government to creep down a path that leads to silencing critics from promoting some voices over others that politically suit their ends. Madam Speaker, in closing, I want to say that creativity blossoms in a culture of freedom and control, and not control. We need to go back to the days when government served the people. As we consider this bill, I urge all parliamentarians in this House to remember our great foundations of freedom upon which this country was built: the freedom to think, the freedom to speak, and the freedom to live without government interference.
Questions and comments. The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary to the Government House Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I want you and others to understand and have an appreciation of the contrast.
Drop the Honourable Member. We are in a period of questions and comments. Can the Honourable Member listen to the questions being asked, please? The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary.
Yes, Madam Speaker, I want to talk about contrast. If we want to use the word attack, put it in the perspective of how the Conservative Party has made it very clear through this member's speech and the Leader of the Conservative Party's speech that this is an attack on Canadian content. This is an attack on CRTC. We now have the Leader of the Conservative Party with another policy platform, and that is to diminish the role of CRTC here in Canada. As he and his other colleagues clap, Madam Speaker, Canadians and people that are in the arts and industry, culture, that industry is so valuable to Canada, and the Conservatives are throwing it up in the air saying, we don't care. The Liberals and government cares about that community, and my question to the member is, why has the Conservative Party given up on Canada's heritage and those that promote it through arts and performance?
The Honourable Member for Haldimand-Norfolk.
I thank the Honourable Member for his question. In fact, we have not given up. We are the warriors that are fighting to preserve this heritage, because we know that this heritage can only be preserved if we have freedom of expression. And we have to ensure that governments cannot dictate what Canadians see, what they think, what they hear online. That is not the role of government. The role of government is to stay out of the lives of Canadians and let freedom reign.
Absolutely.
Questions et commentaires. Questions and comments. The Honourable Member for Kitchener Centre.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I wonder if I can clarify from the member for Haldimand-Norfolk's speech. My understanding is